Hello, chat. Just fixing some things because something doesn't seem to want to work. If I put it there. Haas, thank you so much for the follow. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I don't know why we're having so much issues. I'll just fix that later. Let's just get into the game and see if you can see the game first of all. See if it loads. Hey, you can. Perfect. Gonna get into this. I played this about 5 years ago, so I haven't played it since. So I figured, why not? Let's play it. Anyway, Haas, how are you? How's your day? Thank you again for the follow. I really appreciate it. I didn't think it'd be this long loading. I would have put on some background music. Goodness. This game takes a while for not being played in a bit. There we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a
What's your
keyboard.
favorite ending? I haven't played it in 5 years, so not 100% sure at the moment.
How long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every
But welcome,
day,
how are you?
every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley,
yeah, it's been a bit.
Was happy.
It's one of the first games I actually bought on Steam.
And then one
Surprisingly
day,
or not.
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk.
I'm doing well.
When he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to
Thank
follow.
you so much for the follow.
No one
Welcome.
showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say,
welcome being a bear cub.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Honestly, I don't even remember how to play this game, so let's just see if we can't piss off the narrator already. Yeah. Let's
But
close the door.
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
Pretty
Soon,
sure it's only been a
very
minute,
soon
not
now,
even.
this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh? Bruh. Okay.
All of his co-workers were
Hello?
gone. What could it mean?
Can I turn you
Stanley
on?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No
Why is there
matter
no
how
computer
hard
here?
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Ooh, computer. Hello? Oh, I turned. Oh, okay. Copy machine. Hello? Do you have anything? Hello?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Hello?
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Listen here, you little douchebag. If I want to touch everything in the office, I'll touch everything in the office. Oh, okay. Turn off that computer. Turn off that computer. Waiting input. Wait, what? But I didn't. Okay. Cool. Haha, funny number.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite. I don't remember if I did. I may have. I have 4 out of 10 achievements. So, isn't the broom closet ending where you just stand in the broom closet and don't do anything?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
You're
entered
fine.
the door on his left.
But I want to go to the. No. No. No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I want to touch everything.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I do know one
Stanley
thing is
simply
just to
stood here,
piss off
taking it
the
all in.
narrator.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
It
A
is.
room so
It's a nice
utterly
blue room.
captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished,
Why is the
here
coffee maker
you sit
there?
looking at these chairs and some
Why is there no
paintings.
counter here?
Really
There.
worth it.
Yep.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
I'm just gonna
It's
stand here.
possible that this is why everyone left.
I'm just gonna keep staying in here. This is my life now. This blue. Why is there a coffee? Why?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
Why?
When a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Yeah, a message of a whole long time. It's been like 30 seconds. Long time, my ass. It's been 30 seconds. Is he gonna say anything else? I see it. Ah, fuck it. Let's leave.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No, I don't think I will.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion will cause death. Penalty for use of cargo lift 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift 5,000.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Damn right, nobody
Good
tells
job,
me what to
Stanley.
do.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Good. I am all and powerful, and don't you forget that. Gotta touch all the
his
doors.
co-workers were gone. What
Ah,
could it
shut
mean?
up.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Enjoy your input.
When Stanley
No.
came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Hello,
Wow.
Blue Room.
Yes,
Goodbye, Blue Room.
This room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, thank you. Don't think I will.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
I'm jumping.
You've forgotten about. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I know there's something to do with there. Like they put up guardrails or some shit.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Different dialogue, different dialogue. We're getting there, guys.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office, because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
No, I don't. I want to click on every door. Every door.
When Stanley came to a
Fuck
set
you.
of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ah, yes.
The lounge was
Lounge.
sublime,
Goodbye,
a work of
lounge.
art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper. Something darker.
That was new.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. That's a real person ending? Ah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Well, let's just go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I want to go down there.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm
Can I
not.
go down there?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you. To
I don't
show
seem
you
like that.
something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Oh.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door? Okay.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Thank you.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map.
There's something there,
because you
over
were never
there.
supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it
Oh,
worth
and there's something over
ruining
there too.
the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that?
No.
I did.
Too
But
bad.
in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yeah.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would
I wanted to piss you off. That's what I wanted to do.
Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
No, I just wanted to
Tell
piss
you
you
what,
off, bud.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we
I.
go. A third option. This
Ooh.
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
But now I don't wanna. Because you told me to, I don't want to. Do I go down it? What are your thoughts, chat? Do I go down the new door or do I continue my defiance? Because I can continue my defiance and go down the left door this time. I think I'm gonna go down the left door. Oh,
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, of course. A 3. Really?
Yeah.
Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with
door.
your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. Worldwide leaderboard. Cool. Okay. That is not me. It's not me.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard
No.
helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Not like I had a choice. Oh. Okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game. All
Is
about
it?
the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Yeah.
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Okay.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Purely spite.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh, it's dark.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
Hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay. Load faster, please. Pretty please. It's working. Saying, oh, Minecraft! I can't.
At
I
last,
can't.
the one
What?
thing you've always
No.
desired.
No.
A game I have absolutely nothing to
No.
do with. But is it enough?
No, I want to jump. I want to cut down a
Not
tree.
enough.
Let
I'll
me.
say this.
I want.
I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater
I want to
artistic
jump. I
purpose.
can't jump.
Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Let me build the house. No. Ew. Ew. Are you building it out of dirt?
Here. No. Here. And then. Let's see. What does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off. Yes. It's complete. I made this, Stanley.
I want.
Look at it.
Let me jump.
Gaze upon my work
I
of
can't.
art and feel
But-
ashamed at your
let-
own inadequacy.
Let me
But
jump.
you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have
Okay,
to
let's
go
go.
mining.
Let's go. Let's go. Off we
Oh, my.
go
It
into
looks
the
like it's going to get a
adventure.
bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and
No.
linear.
No,
Something
don't
that
take
makes
me
you
away.
feel
Woo!
utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
No. Oh. I was having fun. That's me game. Now I'm sad. I was having fun. I was playing Stanley Parable and Minecraft and Stanley Parable. It was great. Great. Oh, what game are we in now?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
Is this Portal?
You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Monkey!
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
I am, thank you.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
No! Let me play games! What? I'm doing well. I'm pissing off a narrator, and that's what I do. Oh, goodbye, hell. Goodbye, cruel world. Oh, where am I? Hello? How are you, monkey? It's so dark. Just at school? Game? Oh. Huh. The game crashed. Well. Let's open that back up. It really didn't like me fiddling with things, which kind of sucks. Ah, online school, okay. That makes more sense. Shouldn't you be doing your homework and paying attention to school than, you know, watching little old me? Your schoolwork's a bit more important, mister. I'm on the last question. Is fine, LMAO. Then I'm done. Okay, good. Game.
This is the story of...
No, I've already heard this. I gotta do everything over again. Alright, we're gonna actually listen to it. Because I don't think I've gotten an ending yet. Which is kind of sad. Chat. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Funny number
Stanley went
door.
around touching every little thing in the office.
You're damn right
but it
I
didn't
did.
make a single difference. Nor
Makes a
did it
difference to
advance
me.
the story in any way.
It advances my story.
When
Oh
Stanley
God.
came to a set of
Why
two
did Discord open?
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine. Since it crashed, we'll listen to it. Thought I could open that for a minute. Hello,
Yet
guys.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to
Do
his
not
boss's
alter
office,
without
hoping he might find an
consulting
answer there.
whiteboard manager. Not cost efficient. Who moved my desk? Please keep the target on topic of. Okay. Oh, fine. I didn't want to read that anyway. Oh, broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Apparently. I want to be in the broom closet. Can I stay in the broom closet?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Well, I want to be here. That's why I want to be here. So that's the reason I want to be here.
Baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet FA.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Si,
Standing
senor.
around doing nothing?
Si.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Why not? The answer
You do
is why
realize
not?
There's no choice or anything in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
Broom!
Because literally,
Broom!
this closet has absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
It's significant. If the door opens, it's significant to me.
Maybe to you, this is somehow its own branching path.
Yes.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
If they do, they have not played the broom closet ending just to piss you
Stanley was
off.
fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. Bad all with drug money. Also, Stanley's addicted to drugs and hookers.
Sounds like Stanley's having a good life.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Yes,
You got to the
inside.
broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical melody of some sort shut down your central nervous
100%.
system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Sure.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person
Hello?
at this computer is dead.
No.
He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
No.
Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Alright. Or I don't. What if I don't? Will you say something? I could do this all day, buddy. Oh, almost stepped out in the hallway. Hello? Hello? No? Okay. Is he gonna say anything? Did you get the broom closet ending? Alright, we're leaving.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee
Apparently.
you can't do any worse than the person who came before
Oh,
you.
watch me. Oh, a broom closet.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
That's great. Fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Did I? Pretty sure I'm going downstairs. Pretty sure I'm going downstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Yes,
He might
100%.
be fired for that.
Yeah.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Right?
All because he believed everyone had vanished?
Yes.
His boss would think he was crazy.
100%.
And then something occurred to Stanley.
What?
Maybe, he thought to himself,
Am I
maybe
going in a loop?
am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Uh-huh.
None of it made any logical sense.
No. I'm
And
going in a
as Stanley
loop.
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
Yeah.
He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled.
This is all a dream.
Oh,
Dream, 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 dream,
Cook finally
dream.
found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going
Get
to
the
lose his job.
hay
He
fast
wasn't
asleep.
crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Will I?
To go back to my boring real-life job.
Is that
pushing
so?
buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yep.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to
Wee.
gently float above the ground.
Oh.
Then he imagined himself
Oh.
soaring through space on a magical starfish, and it too appeared. It was so
Ooh.
much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest
Me
question
too.
of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing? And
Why is there a douchebag in my
Now
head?
The voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts,
Yep.
he thought.
Yep.
And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
1, 2, B4.
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for it?
A, B, 1, 1,
Stanley
1,
is
2.
as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Really?
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Yes,
This
understand.
voice was a part of himself too. Surely, surely, if he could just... He would prove it.
Yep.
He would prove that he was
Would he?
in control.
Is that so?
This was a dream.
Yes.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he
Oh.
invited himself
Oh,
to
no.
wake up.
No.
He felt
No,
the
no.
cool weight of the blanket on his
I
skin,
was having fun
the
walking.
press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Waking
go
up's the
back to my
worst thing
job.
to do.
Let me continue pushing the buttons.
You don't want to wake up.
Please. It's all I want.
Waking up is
I
hell.
want my apartment.
No, you
and
don't.
My wife
No,
and my job.
no,
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
you really don't.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Psst, nobody's okay. Nobody's normal. How dare you throw that slander around? Hello?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh. Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Okay.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
It says so.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
What's being in
I
control?
know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Did it now?
Then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay. Oh, we're back here.
All
Gotta
of
touch
his
everything again.
co-workers
Oh,
had
shut
gone.
up.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
The end
Perhaps
is
he had
never,
set
the end
on
is
his
never, the
mind.
end is never. Okay.
No matter how
The
hard
end is
Stanley
never.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
The end is never. The end is never. The end is never!
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the
Yes.
office, but it didn't make a single difference.
It made a
Nor
difference to
did it
me.
advance the
Wait.
story in any way.
The end is never. The end is never. Input.
Stanley
Funny number
clicked on
door.
literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
No. No. I could do it. I could do it. I could swear I could do it. I did it once already. Come on. Haha. Oh. Hello?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
No, I didn't think I did.
Now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Ah, then in that case, we'll continue.
Okay.
But now, here comes the real question.
Okay.
What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
How does one continue? Hello? Hello? I don't want to reboot. Fine. But I'm not happy about it.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Hey, go make sure all the computers are off. If not, it'll bug me. Shall return window. Input again. Gotta touch all the doors.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office.
Yep.
Because he doesn't pick up well on cues
Nope.
from his environment.
Whoop! Down I go. No.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map
Yep.
until he heard this narration and
Yeah.
realized it was part of the game's design all along.
100% the game
He
design.
then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary,
So
to the nature
insightful.
of video game structure, and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Such
Now that
narrative.
you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Okay.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game.
I don't
any
want
time you
to.
want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. All
No.
of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate.
Restart it for
I'm
me.
enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Okay.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be
We get some
told,
song.
he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He
Okay.
did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
Okay.
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Is that so? I know, right? Best song. I wonder how long it goes on for. Honestly, if he continues, he may put me to sleep. Song's gotta end eventually. Oh, I see white paws coming out from under my bed. Hi, Simba. Hi, handsome. Go lay down. Right? Oh, they fucked up a little. Oh. Is it over? I sit here for a few more moments before rebooting. Hello? Game? Hello? Fine.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Nope, never.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office.
Yes.
Because he doesn't pick up well on cues
I
from
don't.
his environment.
Nope.
When Stanley
Fine.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yep. Cool.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
Don't get
wave of
fired. I won't.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh no, 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 no. Part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Oh, I love that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hello? Boss man?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead.
Doing
Stanley
this
just
purely to
sat around
piss him
twiddling his
off.
thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Two, 845. But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Hey, look, I opened it, guys. I did the thing. Okay, I guess we're going down. But, okay, I was about to say that's a down and we were slightly going up. Oh, loading screen. Come on, load faster. You can do it. I believe in you. You should just live right there. Live there. Oh.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was
Did I?
a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now?
I don't know.
For years, it had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
It's dark.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Escape.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Escape.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes. Whee. I died. Hello?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye, cruel world! Oh? What? Hello?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley
Who
was
are you?
obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless,
Yes.
making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Gotta turn the computers off, my guys. Hi, hi, hi! How are you doing, Nick? This is probably some spoilers. Doing well. Pissing off a narrator, you know, like always. Enjoy your hibernation, monkey. Yeah. I saw. You've been a busy bee. No, I need to turn. No, I need to turn off the computers. No. That bugs me. I've turned every single one off. Okay. I'm sorry. What?
They're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing. Does that sound plausible to you?
Okay. Cool. 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 Don't care about that much. Nice office clock. Let's just leave.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Oh,
Can you see?
no.
Can you see how much they need one another?
It's black screened.
No, perhaps not.
No.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I told you it's a black screen. I can't see anything.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Bap! I'm dead. Game. Begin again it is. So how's your new job, Nick? There's paper everywhere. That's good.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ooh, you got a girlfriend?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Thank you so much
But
for
it
the
didn't
100
make a
bits.
single difference, nor did it advance the... Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office.
I really appreciate
because he
it.
doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment. When Stanley came to a set of
Yeah.
he
Door
entered
on the
door
left.
his left. Yet there was not a single person here. either.
Shame.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Let me out.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let me in the broom closet. Don't lock me out of my fun. No. Not my broom closet. Broom closet.
I'm in danger.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
I'm in
boss's
danger.
office.
I just want my broom closet. How dare you take that away from me? Hello? To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, is it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. What, okay. What significance? Okay, I guess there's no significance. Fuck you for closing. I can open this door. Hello? Anyone in here? Da 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 da. Thank you, I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good night, Nick. Thanks, love. Boom. Are we there yet? Why am I back here? Hello? Whatever.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
No, now open the damn door.
Isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Seriously?
Feeling soothed,
Ah!
Stanley opened passageway.
Thank you. Boop. Hey, Simba. How you doing, kitty cat? Did you go get some food? Yeah. Narrator.
Stanley walked straight
Thank
ahead through
you.
the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control facility. Boop.
Lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
No idea.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I would hope.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. Lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this
Let me
time?
out.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes.
No. He refused to believe
Oh,
it.
well.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Yes.
Never.
Deal with
was
it.
Unthinkable,
Eh.
wasn't it?
Everything's
Was it
thinkable
even
if you think
possible?
about it.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
You know, a lot of people do that.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. But, like, how? Do I get a flashlight? No, there's no flashlight. Fine, I'll go up here. Why can't I press the big red button? Where's number 4?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place.
Is
and
it?
to everything it stood for.
Are you sure? Like, can we think about it for a minute? Like, do I gotta? Okay. Okay. Hello?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I don't think so.
Yes. He had won.
Had
He
he?
had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
I mean, it was power.
Happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand.
Let me out!
To let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Nah, no one tells this
Whatever
bitch
life
what
he
to do or
lives,
how to
it
do.
will be his.
Yeah.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth
Oh my god, you're
Stanley
so
stepped
annoying.
through the open door.
Well, now that he said it. What if I don't wanna? Fine.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
Mm-hmm.
the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Okay.
And Stanley was happy.
As long as Stanley was happy, that's all that matters, my guy. Like, your happiness is all that matters. Beat the game. Oh, I got the achievement. Beat the game. Cool. Don't know why I didn't get the achievement. Haven't played it for 5 years. Because I haven't played it for 5 years. But, you know, whatever. His chair's moved.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message,
Okay.
please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Okay.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office.
Yes, I did.
Because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
No.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ah, yes.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No, I didn't. I went down an elevator, bitch. I don't do what you say,
But
bitch.
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Nope.
He wanted to wander about and
Yep.
get even further off track.
Yep.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
You sure?
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Positive?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
I don't know.
What was I thinking?
What were you
It's clearly-
thinking?
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
No.
From the top.
No. Don't be a bitch.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When wait.
What?
What? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that...
I didn't touch anything. I didn't do anything. No. I didn't do anything. No.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Exactly.
Right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Alright, let's go, bitches. Hello.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to restart the game again?
Oh, please don't.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Ah, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Gotta open every door. Turn off every PC. Bruh.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. I mean, I don't know about you.
I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way
Okay.
and retrace our steps. Now this Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you
Yeah.
know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
I
We
do.
both know you didn't put in any actual work.
I
to
did.
win. Some people win fair and square, and this
But
is
I-
not
but I
one of
did.
those situations.
Yes, it is.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Really? Narrator, come on, level with me, buddy.
All right, I've got a solution.
The
This
Stanley
time, to make sure
Parable
we don't
Adventure
get lost,
Line.
I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
My guy? Your line doesn't lead where it needs to go. Okay. Where are we going, Mr. Line? Take me to the broom closet, would you? That'd be lovely.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Yeah.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can
Okay.
both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence
Mhm.
rests inside of your subjective experience of this
Yes.
office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Please. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Okay. I have my music back? That was great. Loved it.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Ah! Okay.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Okay.
We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Okay.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Magic
Wild.
and unicorns
Use your
and
imagination.
death
Whatever it
and
might be,
Sam and
Stanley,
Dean and
I'm ready for it.
yeah. And the DMSMP.
Oh,
Oh,
you
hello.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Okay.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Okay.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay. Thank you for putting lines down.
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Makes
Since
sense.
the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Okay.
Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this?
The confusing ending.
Confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Yes.
Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really?
Restart, narrator.
I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't
Okay.
you agree?
No.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime,
Okay. There's a lot of beeping.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did we?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
I did.
But it didn't make a single difference.
It made a difference to
Nor
me.
did it advance the story in any way.
Advanced in my story.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Mm-hmm.
Yet there was not a single person here
Nope.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let me in.
Coming to a staircase,
Yeah, yeah,
Stanley
yeah,
walks
yeah,
upstairs
yeah, yeah.
to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. And blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Kill surprise.
Stanley walks straight.
I'm sorry? Game?
Through the large door that read Mind.
I don't know what just happened there. My game, like, crashed on me a little bit. Like, nothing's working.
Facility.
That's cool and all, but, like, what the fuck happened? Like, you just completely froze on me, game.
The lights rose on an enormous room.
Yeah.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Boom. Cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay. Why is my chat not up? Hello? Game?
This
There we go.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. This big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Nope.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Yeah? Said so? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
I
but
did.
It didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Mm-hmm.
Yet there was not a single person here
Nope.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Mhm.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Okay.
Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door.
Okay. Now what? Okay, guess we're going back down. Because you don't hear the annoying narrator. No? Hello? So dark. Okay. More stairs. More stairs. Okay. Okay. Wish I could see. I see light. I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened there, chat, but I think I'm gonna head off. I'm getting super, super tired. And I can only handle this game so much. So, let's find someone to raid. No one's on, and I don't want to go looking. So I'm just going to end stream right here, guys. Thank you again for all the follows. Thank you again for the bits. I really appreciate it. I hope you all had a good time, and have a good night.